Welcome to HAGER'S Hangout. Today it's going to be a continuation with hopefully last year's battery mounting. See this? This ain't organized. Is this what your tool closet looks like? Well, utilizing this adapter, I'm going to mount it and make this area look a lot nicer. Make it where I can access what I want, when I want, in a very clean manner. Let's see what it looks like once we make some headway. The thing about this adapter is you have a D and an M. That stands for Milwaukee and Dewalt. So for each individual item, you have to connect it to the D, just like that, and make it where whenever you set it, you know, are you gonna pull it or are you gonna push it to release it? So you have to have that in plan before you go ahead and mount all of your brackets. And since this takes little different space compared to a sawzall or a reciprocating saw, you have to plan differently. So you have to be a lot more conscious of how you lay this out compared to that of the last episode where it's just equally spaced out. These will not be equally spaced out. Takes a lot more diligence. Let's see how I do. Well, we're back. Ouch. My knee. Alright. Hopefully you're able to see fairly well, but I'm going to give you a little tour what the after looks like. So let's just say I want a flashlight. I go, reach, attach a flashlight, grab a battery, slap it in. Now I have a flashlight. Easy peasy. Then I can detach the battery, put it back down. And these are not the batteries that I have up there. These are just the small ones for a quick project. The ones over there are the primary batteries for larger projects, such as the saw, or if I'm doing a large area with the leaf blower, etc. Then I can just put it right back. Boom, done. A few things just could not fit, like this one. The shield was just a little too long. I do have a couple of choices to either drop this shelf a little bit, which is a very reasonable solution. This shelf here is 14.5 inches tall, so if I raised it 1 to 2 inches, I could easily be able to fit the grinder, and I might do that in the future, but as of right now, it is in a nice little cubby hole where it's not impeding on anything, so I think I'm just going to keep it there for now. Another thing that didn't fit was my radio, which I'm fine with since I very rarely use it. It was part of a complete package, so it was included. So I'm not gonna get rid of it since I still do use it very seldomly, but I do use it. But the adapter did not fit for some reason, so I wasn't able to hang it. Otherwise I would have hung it like right there, just like this, and then I would have pulled it out and been on my way. But that was not the case. Another one, since you have to pull the tools out, I did not want the blade potentially facing me, so I chose to keep it down below for safety, which is perfectly fine with me. And the vacuum cleaner, since this is down below here, and there was really no good way of mounting it in this area, so I also just keep that there. One thing I will note, since this reciprocating blade is a lot of weight on one area, and that's a lot of weight that could create a leverage. So what I did was, let's see if you can see it, I created a little shelf by simply just growing putting in a small block back there. So when I fully seat it in, the front end supports and reinforces the weight for the reciprocating saw, reducing the likelihood of this snapping off, which I don't know if it would hold, since originally the screws were two times longer, but what I'm drilling it in is press board that's not too thick, so I went ahead and wanted to reinforce that. But besides that, it's really simple, straightforward. This is what I highly recommend for everyone else to do. Just make note that if you're going to do something like that, make it where you can put everything in the correct direction. So I literally just held it in, screwed one screw in, and then pulled the tool off, and then did the other 3 screws, and that's what I did for most of them. And then a couple of them I just went ahead and kept it in line with the other one, just to make it more thematic and make it look nicer. But I could have had these a lot tighter to the wall, but I chose not to. But as you saw what the pile could look like beforehand, and what it looks afterward. And if this is something that you do at your place, give me a heads up, and let's see what you come up with. Thank you for watching HAGER'S Hangout. Bye.